You're watching To Marvelous Book, and in this episode, I'm gonna talk about user applications. User applications according to the relationship of the data to the user. So, the first type of applications are public applications that give the functionality to the users without need of registration or creating a profile to add some data, and that data also to become available to every other user of the platform. It comes a time, probably in many of these platforms, when bad actors start adding junk and inappropriate content. So the creators of such platforms need to restrict access to the public and guest users, and here it comes the need of a guest view and a user authenticated profile view. These are called content management systems or platforms, CMS. And there are several sites that unite writings of different authors, and they have added views, and what you add or edit it becomes visible to the public, like Medium, LinkedIn, Bloomberg, CNBC probably, and many more. And this CMS functionality is also available within social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, without restrictions, because they sell all the information of the users and what they read. So they sell the interests of the users to better target, to better focus, and to better advertise, and not just to display ads, but to know what users have read what article, and this makes targeting users very good. It so social media may become better communication pipeline to spread in exchange of money, of course, if the information that is exactly important to the users, that are exactly important to the advertisers. And there are also CMS platforms that are separated from the big brothers, that give a personalized address to the readers. So posts of different authors are in different topics don't mix. Also, the writers and the owners of such platforms have better control and a lot more options for user interface, for user experience within the site, and endless designs, possibilities of variations and integrations. Currently not provided by many of the big collective CMSs. And the last one have the initial some functionality. Many CMS platforms have a differentiation of roles. So creator has a creator of a blog has full access, admin access to do whatever he wants, and he could create users that have only write posts. These are called contributors in many platforms, and these applications become user role oriented CMSs. So CMS like apps with a public part and administrator part are also a lot of marketplace sites that offer jobs, cars, pictures, all kinds of physical and virtual conceptual items like real estates also, and renting platforms. So these are very much CMS platforms. that has a separate administrator part where you could add, edit, delete stuff, and a user part, consumer part. So the second type of apps are private apps. According to the functionality, the data may be entirely user limited. So after logging in, you see only your data and the current user after after successful authentication and authorization. So a lot of platforms and services should and are like this, like platforms related to finances and security. But what brings more users to the sites is ultimately more money is the integration of this data between the different users. So, for example, Dropbox and other big platforms like that synchronize data have a functionality of sharing a folder, for example, between different users or organizations. Social media sites offer fine-tuning of visualization of reach of each post. So we as users could modify every single post to have a separate visibility, to be visible to all, to public, even to search engines. It could be visible only to registered users, or only to connections, only to the number of friends or whatever they're called within the current platform. There is fine tuning of visibility in the big social media platforms, and some of them have integrated the concept of public figure or company or something like that, like artists that are non-normal users, and within this pages within the big social media platforms, the platform providers give possibility of adding some users to have specific roles this within this public figure registration. So what is available in the CMSs that are private, that are separated, even in terms of hardware and software, are coming to the big social media platforms within specific sub-functionality of the platform. So these are the platforms I see: public stuff, private stuff, a mix of both, where there is public and private stuff, and there comes a role-based visibility of stuff according to your role within the platform.